Welcome back, tech fans. I'm Dave Graveline. This is ITTV. I'd like to remind you that our Ask Dave hotline is always open for you 24/7. Did you know that we send a bunch of prizes out to our audience every single week when your call airs on the weekly radio show? If you have any question about any consumer tech or a tip for our audience, call us anytime. 1-800-899-INTO. That's 1-800-899-4686. Of course, our free apps are available for your mobile device, and you can even send us an audio question, offer some help for other listeners, share your favorite app, or tell us about your tech rage. Right from the app by selecting the audio option. You can find the apps, just search those two words, Into Tomorrow, in the Google Play Store and iTunes, or via the many other links on our site at intotomorrow.com. Let's jump aboard our Wayback Machine and check out some of the tech milestones of yesterday. Chris is here with this edition of This Week in Tech History, including the formation of a tech giant.
This week in 1860, the oldest known recording of an audible human voice was made on the phonograph machine by its French inventor. In 1959 this week, NASA announced the selection of the United States' first 7 astronauts, whom the news media quickly dubbed the Mercury 7. In 1975 this week, Microsoft was founded as a partnership between Bill Gates and Paul Allen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And this week in 1983, Space Shuttle Challenger made its maiden voyage into space. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History, brought to you by IFA Berlin, the global innovation show for consumer tech and home appliances, and the official partner of the future. Get more info at ifa-berlin.com. Be sure to check us out on social media. You can like our Facebook page and then check out our official Twitter feed to stay up to date on all things Into Tomorrow. Links to all of our social media sites are on our main page at intotomorrow.com.
On this week's ITTV, we're joined by the CEO of Origin PC, Kevin Wasielewski. Kevin, welcome back Into Tomorrow. How you doing, sir?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. On the radio broadcast this week, we talk about all kinds of cool stuff that you guys are doing at Origin, and we're inviting folks to come see this video so that they can see some of the things we're talking about. So what do you want to start? Let's get into, first of all, this keyboard in and of itself is so cool that we've got to be able to talk about this lit keyboard. Tell me about it and its popularity from Origin.
So this is actually a unique partnership that we have with Razer. It's the Razer Chroma Edition, Black Widow Chroma keyboard, and this is our Origin branded version of that. So we don't hide the fact that it's Razer. It's the best quality keyboards out there. And the Chroma Edition means basically that the lighting, as you can see, every single key can be lit unique color. So we have just a rainbow wave going on here to kind of show off what it can do. But you can set it up so that certain games will have certain colored keys. If you're doing digital video editing, you could set it up so certain functional keys that you want will have different colors. You can really customize anything you want.
So this could really come in handy when you're talking about the ability to have only certain keys light up. In gaming, as you mentioned, there might only be certain keys that are functional.
Yeah, it looks cool, but it's actually very, very functional. You can have just your reload, your jump, your crouch, whatnot, and every other key that's not being used, you just don't have it lit up.
And this is something that you sell, obviously, as a very cool accessory to any of your PCs.
Yeah, it's an optional accessory for laptops or desktops.
Love it. Now let's talk about really cool laptops. And when we mention Origin PC, we're talking about some cool laptops, like a couple that you brought with us. So first of all, the ability to do some real custom looks. This is not a sticker on your laptop. This is an actual airbrushed painting you do.
Yeah, so this is an airbrush painting done by hand by an artist. And you can get anything that you want on your laptop. So this is actually happens to be my personal laptop that I brought. Looks pretty cool.
It does.
Took me a while to figure out what I wanted, as we talked about on the radio show. And it always gets people's attention. Whenever they see it, they're like, "Wow, what is that? Is that a sticker? Is that paint? What's going on? How did you get that done?" And
it's so smooth as one might expect, and just an awesome look. And of course, being a Star Wars fan, it had to have been something from Star Wars, since I know you're big time into Star Wars.
Yep, took me a while to figure out how I was going to get Boba Fett on there, but we were able to pull it off. And
Boba Fett.
Looks pretty nice.
An extreme close-up.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Now, the cool thing about this is, of course, a lot of gamers want to show off their gaming gear, not just their gaming skills. So Origin PC, since the beginning, has always been able to say, we'll help you do just that. Let's customize stuff, not just for its performance, but for its cool look.
Yeah, we're all about customization, personalization on our keyboards, on our laptops, even on our desktops. You can customize the color of the liquid, the color of the tubing, even the color of every single cable, whatever you want.
And of course, that's for show, no doubt. You're customizing those kinds of things for show, whereas at least the content, the motherboards and the graphics cards and so forth are for play.
Yeah, if you're choosing, for example, an ASUS ROG motherboard, it's going to have a really nice looking, probably black and red theme. So if you have this really nice black and red keyboard, or sorry, motherboard, you choose our black and red case, you're going to want some black and red cables. You don't want a green cable, green, ugly, orange power supply cables. So you can go that extra mile, you can customize it and get a really beautiful looking product inside and out.
And of course, the liquid cool option is cool in and of itself. Frostbite? Right.
Yeah, our maintenance-free factory sealed liquid cooling is Frostbite. And basically what that means is that you can have your liquid cooling in your system, and you never have to worry about maintaining it. You never have to worry about it leaking. It's factory sealed, airtight. It just works. There's other liquid cooling we offer called cryogenic. That's totally custom, whatever color liquid you want, whatever color tubes you want. It's a little bit of maintenance involved with that. About once every 6 months, you have to refill the liquid because it will evaporate just a little tiny bit. But that you get an even higher end look.
Wow. And when you die, you just get buried with your machines and maybe come back to life? Cryogenics? Not that same kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. The machine can freeze your body if you wanted to.
Yeah. Now, we also talked on the radio show a great deal about taking desktop performance and putting it into a laptop. And then we said, you've got to come see the video to show how you're doing just that.
Yes. So at CES, we announced our new Eon 15X laptop. This is 1.4 inches thick, 7.4 pounds, and it actually has a full-blown desktop processor. So an Intel 4790K processor. It's Devil's Canyon is the code name. We overclock all 4 of the cores to 4.5 gigahertz. It's an insane amount of power in a laptop. It's more powerful than your common desktop in your house.
I was just going to say, it's got a lot more in it than most desktops anyway, even these days. And yet it's still a laptop, a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker, no doubt. But if you're into gaming, or how about a content creator, this, for example, is with a 4K screen.
Yeah, this one has a 4K screen. We're showing off Far Cry 4. Runs beautifully, looks amazing. And then for digital content creation, that desktop processor is really going to save you time. It's not about just performance. It's about, what does that performance do for me? Well, as a content creator, it saves you time. You can edit your videos, render your videos quicker. And everybody wants to save time, right?
Oh, for sure. And save money when you can. But sometimes money is not the concern if you've got it and the ability to really compete, or as a content creator, compete in that very tough business too.
Yeah.
You got to have the best stuff.
Yep.
So what are we talking about from Origin PC starting and going up to in terms of laptops and desktops?
Overall, our lowest end unit starts at $899. That's our Omega. It's our home theater PC. We actually just announced that.
Home theater.
Yeah, nice. So it's a living room PC. Looks really nice in your living room. You can also custom airbrush it if you want with a specific color, or just go with a black standard look. And that's like your horizontal form factor. It looks nice with your AV equipment. That one starts at $899. You can customize it. You can actually put up the triple NVIDIA Titan X video cards in there.
Nice.
So we're the only home theater PC that goes that high end. And then we have our laptops starting at about $1,600, going up from there. And our other desktops, our Kronos, also starts at around $1,600. And the sky's really the limit. I mean, we don't want people to just customize just for no reason. So if they're running digital video editing and they want 32 gigs of RAM, that makes sense. If they come to us and say, I want 64 gigs of RAM, we might tell them, look, you don't need that much RAM. We don't want to sell you something you don't need.
Yeah, it's overkill.
Yeah.
It's overclocking is one thing. Overkill for something like that much RAM is probably not necessary. And, you're taking their money. Good that you're being honest and saying you don't need that.
Yeah, to us it's all about offering the best experience. We want you as a customer for life. We give you 24/7 lifetime support. So we're not here about to sell you a computer and then you're gone. We're here about, you're part of the family. You can call us anytime. Even lifetime labor is free. So if you want to upgrade your desktop or laptop 7 years from now, you send it in to us. We'll upgrade it for you. The labor is completely free. You have to buy the parts, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But the labor, we'll reinstall everything, we'll reintegrate it, and the charge for the labor is zero.
Well, that's excellent, especially if you're one of those who likes the newest stuff and wants to upgrade, but not necessarily a do-it-yourselfer.
Yeah.
Let Kevin and his team work on it. Kevin, always a delight to have you with us. We got to get you back because there's so much more to see.
Yep.
We got to get into some of the virtual reality headsets and some of the other cool stuff you guys are working on. OriginPC.com. And of course, we'll link you there as well when you visit us at Into Tomorrow. Don't forget about our free once-a-week tech newsletter. If you haven't subscribed yet, you'll want to. It's full of all sorts of useful information, fun facts, links to our show pages, some tech news, of course, and some thoughts to make you smile. Just look for the red box on the main page at intotomorrow.com and enter your email address. You'll then get an email confirming that you'd like to receive it. Yeah, it's a double opt-in thing. Click that link, and then you'll have us in your inbox once a week. That's about it for this week's ITTV Update. Tune in next time as we bring you further into tomorrow. Until then, you can catch us online on our free apps and, of course, on the radio.
This week in 1860, the oldest known recording. See, that's sexy.